Alright, so we are deep into the Sand Devil right now. All energy in to be able to get that one Prism Shard that we need to pull Geomancer. So let's take a look at it. What's up guys, this is your boy Rusian with another Raid Shadow Legends video on the Hell Hades free-to-play 2025 challenge. So, okay, as you guys know from the last video, I am going for the Sand Devil, and in less than a day, I was able to do a lot of movement in here. So as of right now, I have 1900 points and I need 3800. What? Still a long way to go, but we're gonna have just enough energy. So as you guys can see up here, I do have 300 gems. So 300 gems should be able to give me enough energy for that. It gives me, as of right now, about 7 refills. So a lot of points and kind of very close to enough if I join with the 254 energy I have now to be able to get that shard. Listen up, click on the link in the description right now and get a free legendary Karato and 4 amazing epics as you level up. And here are the steps you guys need to follow to be able to get this. Step 1, log out of Player in Play on PC. If you never had Raid installed on your mobile phone before, the link will work in there too. Step number 2, click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Step number 3, launch Raid and complete the tutorial. Step number 4, go to your inbox and claim your first champion. And here you go. You find Karato here, as well as Uugo, Rector Drath, Tagoar, and Mausoleum Mage as you progress through the game. This is an amazing account starting raid, so click on my link on the description below and follow these steps. Let's take a quick look where we're gonna be getting some of this other energy as well. So one of the things, and that's why I'm not burning the shards as of right now, just to get the prism, it's because if we look at the logins, tomorrow we'll be getting 500 more. And at the same time, tomorrow, hopefully, our clan shop will give me more energy refills. So if I get this, it would be 1500 energy just to burn on the Sand Devil. And I am right now, per energy, I'm getting about 150% in points. What it means, for every 10 energy, I'm getting about 15 points. So 1500 energy is way more than enough I need to be able to get that shard. Now, let's take a look at why I want this so much. So, as you guys know, I am gunning for Geo, because without Geo, my account's kind of stuck on the clan boss. So, our summon pool right now. Down here, we have Geo, and I'll be honest, those champions are pretty good, but I really don't care about them. If I get an epic, I really hope it's Geo. I mean, I already have some of the other ones. I have Melga, and I also have, as you guys know, Morag. So, I'm tired of getting this guy, Rockbreaker. Good champion, but I already have 2 of him. I don't want 3 of him. Please, Larian, don't do that. Now let's take a look at the other champions, the legendaries, that I could get, and if they are actually going to do anything for me, right? So the first one, the top one, is Admiral Black Tusk, that got his A1. With attacks one enemy, has 40% chance of placing a stun debuff for 1 turn. This debuff cannot be resisted when this champion is attacking out of their own active turn, and damages defense and HP, what is usually a really good thing, right? A2 removes all debuffs from all allies, then teams up with all allies to attack a single enemy. The allies join the attack will use their default skills. The A3 removes all buffs from a target enemy and places stun debuff on the end for 2 turns. Fills the champion's turn meter by 50%. Fills this champion's turn meter by an additional 10% for each buff removed from the target. Now, on top of this, if you guys look like the A3 and the A2, every book goes to reduce the cooldown. So A2 reduced to 3 turns, and A3 also to 3 turns. So worth to book him, okay? And now you have the passive Uniter of Dwarves. Allies will counterattack whenever they lose 10% or more of their max HP from a single hit. If there are multiple champions on the team with this skill, only one will activate. So that's the thing. He would be an amazing champion for me. For one reason, I have some pretty decent dwarfs, so I could use them in a lot of areas of the game, and they would be just counterattacking back to back. So that's really good. But we only have about a month left in the challenge, so it would be kind of hard to build him and get all the books and everything and make him work well. Now, most of those other champions you guys already know. The ones I really would say would be good for me, don't take me wrong, any of those champions would be good for me, but some champions will do more for me for the account as of right now. And I feel it's one of them is Goffred. I have him in the main account, really like him. His aesthetics like gold. The A1, he attacks one enemy 2 times. The first hit has 50% chance of placing at 60% decreased defense debuff for 2 turns. Second hit has 50% chance of placing a provoke debuff for 1 turn. On the A2, attacks all enemies, has 75% of placing a stun debuff for 1 turn, and you can get this all the way up to 100% if booked. It's a little book heavy in a sense, but his stun is really good. And on the A3, place a 60% increased defense buff in all allies for 2 turns, then removes any decreased defense and weakened buffs from all allies. Also great. And everything goes to the cooldown, all the books in here, and it gets down to 3 turns. And on his passive, whenever an ally is attacked while a block damage buff placed by this champion has a 75% chance of placing a stun debuff on the attacker for 1 turn. Active effect: if an ally is about to get killed by a fatal hit, blocks incoming damage and place a block damage buff on them for 1 turn. This has saved me so many times in different areas in the most cursed city. Really good champion. He could probably help me on clan boss. Probably not as much as Geo, but yeah, he wouldn't be so bad. Now the other one is Kira the Watcher, A1. Attacks one enemy, has 50% chance of placing a 50% decreased attack debuff for 2 turns. A2 attacks all enemies, has 75% chance of decreasing the duration of all enemy buffs by 1 turn. Also has a 75% chance of placing a 50% decreased attack debuff for 2 turns. And on the A3, place a 50% ally protection buff in all allies except this champion for 2 turns. I also place a 60% increased defense buff in all allies for 2 turns. Now, I do have Kyoko. Yes, she doesn't do the exact thing, but it's close enough to where, yes, I will take Kira if I pull her, but I have a lot of defense champions right now. I really need someone more like Geomancer, so I'd rather get an epic than a Lego right now. And on the passive, whenever an ally is attacked while under ally protection buff, places 50% decreased attack debuff the attacker for 1 turn. So those are the ones I am really kind of more looking for if I end up getting a Lego. Yes, Baragni, really good champion too. I'm not going to read him, but he's book heavy as they come. A lot of good stuff for him. I just feel it's gonna be really hard to build him in the account right now. Now let me know if I miss anybody that probably would help me more. I know Molly, Tankard, really good champion as well, but I feel right now the only one that could save the account, and when I say save the account is get us way above, like close to like between 1st and 5th place, it would be Geomancer. So a couple of other things we need to look at is that how we are doing on the Arbiter missions. Well, I am here to declare that we should be getting Arbiter in about 2 weeks. So by my calculation, I should be able to get Arbiter in 2 weeks. What? You never know, I may get even before Hades. So Hades right now, if you guys watch his video, he's very close, but he's kind of stuck on clearing Spider 20, I believe. And yep, he's kind of stuck in here. He cannot clear as of yet stage 20. So if he's not able to get stage 20, but he probably will, in the next 2 weeks, I will be caught up to him. I can't clear yet as well, but hopefully I'll pull a champion that will allow me to. So what am I saying? So right now I'm waiting for Wednesday when Magic Keep gonna open. So Magic Keep opens on Wednesday. This is a piece of cake, and then makes stance superior magic potions. Gonna give me another shard, which is great. Then the following day we have clear stage 14 or higher of the Force Keep 10 times on auto. And after that, mix 10 Superior Force potions. And then by Sunday, we go and clear stage 14 or higher of the Void Keep and do the same with the potion. After that, I have already cleared pretty much everything. And then deal 15 million damage to the Demon Lord. Already doing that, at least with more than one key on Nightmare. And I only need to do on Brutal. Then upgrade an affinity bonus to level 8. Now, those things are what was taking the longest time for me. But, as you guys know, I just achieved Gold 4, and I'm on my way to Gold 5. So now that I'm actually getting 4 shields per battle, I'm gonna be able to get my affinity bonus pretty quick, okay? So, by the time the week ends and I finish the Void Keep, I already should have enough to upgrade to level 8, and then just keep following on. Then you have kind of a repete, but it's mostly clearing like the last levels of the potion keeps, what shouldn't be a problem as well. And by the end of that, the only thing I'm gonna have to be dealing with, to be honest, it's gonna be the Fire Knight, but I should be able to move up. I just need to regear some of my champions and then move on to the Spider. So I will be kind of stuck in the same issue as Hades in that sense, but shouldn't be that much of a problem. So don't take me wrong, I am picking some cheeky fights, like this one, 124. Now, they're kind of sneaky because they're kind of high on team power for their level. They're level 50, right? So I'm not going to start on now to just see how this team goes. And don't take me wrong, I lost to a few teams like this because just how they're set up. I don't think that's gonna be the case now. Boom, and should knock off then down. All right, well, War Maiden, you survive for now, but you're done. There you go. All right, so yes, I am picking those fights because right now I don't have any extra refuse, so I can't wait to do the fights. Usually I would get some of those other fights, like this one. It's almost a 50-50 if I'm gonna win. At this point, the way I'm moving, it's not worth it, so just skipping. Oh yeah, another way I'm gonna be getting energy is the Bazaar, because in 11 hours, I open this. I'm already at 734, so between today and tomorrow, I should already have enough gold bars to be able to buy this. So yeah, I'm pretty good on energy right now to be able to deal with the Sand Devil, and hopefully if I pull Geo, I will also have enough energy to be able to level him up. So yeah guys, I guess it's only 2 more weeks until I'm able to get Arbiter. So you guys have to remember, like 2 weeks to get Arbiter, it's, well, 2 months and 1 week. By the time I finally get Arbiter, it's pretty much, those are like record times. Now, I'm not the only one getting those, like Hades may get before even, but you guys have to realize, some people take 4 to 6 months to be able to get Arbiter, and we are just trucking like maniacs. And when I get to this point where I have to make 75 million damage to the Demon Lord on Nightmare, if I don't have someone like Geo, I am going to have enough gems to just do what I would never do otherwise, and is just buy keys until I can get the points I need. Yeah, that, you do what you have to do, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I should, as of this point, I would have to buy like at least 2 keys, unless I get different champions, and hopefully we will, because I am waiting a little bit to get because we should have a 2x event at some point. And honestly, since I pulled Kyoku on my first week, on my first few days of the account, I have not pulled gold from Ancient Shards. So chances are I have gold coming, and hopefully it's a champion that will really, really help the account. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys got to the end of the video. And as always, I'll see you in the game.